A midweek top 10 matchup. What more can you ask for?
Team effort right now offensively. What have you seen from your team that you like so far?
Listen, we got some balance. You know, we gotta stay out of foul trouble. Anytime we get up down the court and stop fouling and stay out of foul trouble, we're gonna be much better off.
Going into the half with a big lead, what has to happen for your team to secure this win?
Well, we gotta come out and play hard in the second half. We gotta come out third quarter and play aggressive and be physical.
All right, thanks so much, Coach. Back to you guys.
I just talked to Coach Audra Smith, and just like you guys were saying, she said you gotta know where Gabby Cooper is on the floor at all times. She told her team to just calm down, stick their hands up, and get out for three-point shooters. She said Syracuse has so many weapons, but you definitely gotta watch out for Gabrielle Cooper. Now, at the end of the game, you guys embraced. What did you say to your little brother?
I just said that it was the funnest experience of my life. It was great to go against him. Just all these years of going against each other and growing up together, this was an unbelievable culminating experience, and I couldn't have shared a better moment with a better person.
You've just established consistency. How have you done that in your first year at Cuse?
I would just say confidence and trusting in my teammates and them trusting in me. You know, the chemistry on the floor is great, and you know, I think if we keep doing that, we'll be able to go far. So yeah.
Speaking of your teammates, everybody got involved in this win. What was it like to see some of the walk-ons get in at the end of the game?
Yeah, that's a great feeling. You know, we're also happy for them, and we just want the best for them, just as much as anyone else. So.
You guys are 11-0 at home. What is it about this building that brings success for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's great, the atmosphere, our fans, you know, and just, you know, not having to travel and be on a plane for so long. But yeah, you know, all of those like brings us energy.
Thanks so much, and congrats on the win today.
There is Dave Padgett on the left, acting head coach of Louisville, battling Syracuse for the first time. So Frank Howard introduces himself, drains the three. He would shoot 3 for 5 from deep. The Orange down early, though. More first half action. Merrick Dolezaj looks down low to O'Shea Brissett. Up and under, slams it home. SU up 8, then of course Battle. Don't let him get that first step. He'll beat you every single time. Syracuse really taking it to Dave Padgett and Louisville on the road. SU enters the half up 9. Oh wait, the buzzer beater from Darius Perry. Now just a 2-possession game at the half. On to the second. Battle off the screen. That's a mismatch. The sophomore rattles it in. Cuse with a 10-point lead. The Cardinals, though, they're not going to just go away. Anis Mahmoud underneath the little hook shot. Louisville mounting a comeback within 5. But if anyone knows how to silence a comeback, it's this guy. Tyus Battle, the 15-footer. Just under a minute left now. Battle, can he seal the deal? No, Merrick Dolezaj can, though. And Syracuse doesn't on the road. The Cuse defeats Louisville 78-73. And Jim Boeheim is pretty pleased with this offensive turnaround.
Thanks so much. Here with Laura Herf, and to say it was a stellar week for her last week would be a bit of an understatement. Let's start with making the U.S. women's national team. What was your reaction when you found out that you had made it?
To be honest, at first when she told me, I kind of just was like out of it. I didn't really realize what she was saying at first, and I mean, it's a dream of mine, and I've wanted this since I was like in middle school, so to actually be able to make the team is something I've dreamed of, and it was an amazing feeling, and I just called my mom and was like screaming the whole time. So yeah, it was just awesome.
And you've said that your mom was the reason that you kind of got into field hockey, so what was her reaction when you told her this news?
She was stoked because we didn't think it would happen until after college. So when I told her, she was like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she started screaming too. And as soon as I told her, she started telling out like all of her friends and everything. And she was like, "Can I tell everybody?" And I was like, "Yeah, go ahead." And she's just really proud of me, and she couldn't stop saying how proud she was of me, and just like how thankful she was for everything. And yeah, we just kind of celebrated.
Now, some of your old teammates, Jess Jecko and Alyssa Manley, are also on the national team. What's it like to play with them and know that they're going to support you through this whole journey?
Yeah, when I went out there actually last week, I said to Shed, I was like, Alyssa Manley, I was like, it's just so great to be back playing with you, and it's just, they're my family, and they always will be my family, so to be able to have them on my team again is just an awesome experience, and I'm really thankful for that, and they've been having my back since day one, and they even said to me that I deserved it, and they're really proud of me, so it was just really nice.
Now, you also got this scholarship, the NCAA Post-Grad Scholarship. What's it feel like to get
recognition for not only your great athletic career, but also academically as well.
Yeah, I was really surprised by that one. When I talked to Mark Trumbo about it, he was like, it's a really hard one, and we kind of knew going into it. We didn't really have any expectations, and then when he texted me, I was kind of shocked because to have that honor is even just amazing for like academics. So it's just been really nice that everything's kind of just been falling into place for me recently.
And all of that's about field hockey, and now you're on the women's lacrosse team. I mean, how did that even come about?
Me and my mom had talked about it after I was done playing field hockey because we didn't know where I would be with USA and everything. So we kind of talked about maybe possibly playing, and I was like, you know what, I'll just email him. Who knows what he'll say. Might just try it. And he was more than willing to let me try out. And the girls and everybody have been amazing and been welcoming, and it's just been an awesome experience, and I couldn't have asked for a better ending to my senior year.
Well, you are quite the athlete. Thanks so much for doing this, and good luck today. Thanks so much, Laura.
Thank you.
I talked to assistant coach for Syracuse, Vaughn Reed, and he said to get over that hurdle, they're 0-4 in away games in the ACC, to get over that hurdle, they just need to get more comfortable on the road. There's 12 newcomers on this Syracuse team, and so in the third and fourth quarters, they start to crumble a little bit, said Reed. And so he says once they win that first ACC game, he thinks it's going to be a domino effect, and they're really honing in on BC to be that team to beat first.
Yeah, at 17 years old, you're going to make decisions and then change your mind. It happens all the time, especially when you're 17 years old. So it's totally understandable. I don't think Syracuse fans should hate on him. It's just time to move on from it. However, I think he's going to be the tester child of, can this G League developmental league actually work? Like in baseball, where you can just go pro or go to college for 3 years. I think that's where the NBA and college basketball is headed. And if this works out for Darius Baisley, then it's going to be an argument for why this can work. If it doesn't, it's going to be an argument of why college basketball can serve as that developmental league. So I think, again, he's a tester child, and you just kind of wish him the best, because if it goes wrong, he's going to be the person that everybody looks to kind of prove a point.
Guys, I'm here with Coach Q. Lindsay Pulliam has been absolutely phenomenal, has 19 points. How do you stop her?
Well, she's a fantastic player. She just has a lot of energy. And every loose ball she's getting, every time the ball hits the rim, she's going after it. So we got to do a better job of keeping the body on her and keeping her in front of us.
Down 2. What's your message going into the locker room?
Just keep playing fast. We shoot ourselves in the foot. We're not rebounding the ball. They're getting offensive rebounds and everything 50-50 they're getting. We got to take care of the loose balls.
All right, thanks so much, Coach Q. Back to you guys.
Sam Swart has come alive this year. 24 goals on the year, 7 multi-goal games, 3 goals the other day against Princeton. Man, she is a force to be reckoned with.
And it's allowed for a senior like Riley Donahue to adapt her game a little bit.
Last year, Riley Donahue was the go-to scorer for this team. This year, she's creating shots for her teammates with her fantastic passing.
And conversely for Duke, they're coming off a 6-game homestand, so they hit the road for the first time in a while, though you'd have to think they don't really care where they're playing when they have a draw specialist like Olivia Jenner.
One of the best in the nation. She's has 90 already on this season. She's very tall, 5'10", and she also has quick hands. That's a lethal combination in the circle.
It's 23-20 right now. Maine up just 3 points on the Catamounts. UVM was down by as many as 12 in this second quarter, but the Catamounts were able to work their way back into this one and make it a one-possession game. Castillo Waste Systems would like to remind everyone to help keep Vermont clean and sustainable by recycling properly. Thank you, Castillo, for supporting UVM athletics. We care about the environment. Please dispose of your trash and recyclables in the correct container. Just an update on the UVM men's basketball score, up 25-14 on the Maine Black Bears right now. Maine not picked to finish on the high end of the America East on the men's side, whereas this women's team is picked to win it all.
Yeah, so UVM going on a 7-0 run. It coincided with Maine's best player, Blanca Milan, being on the bench, and Coach Vachon's seen enough and has reinserted Milan back into the lineup. So hopefully the Catamounts can continue to build on this momentum.
Milan only has 4 points so far in this game. Definitely a good feat for the UVM defense. We'll see if they can hold her for the rest of at least this second quarter. As always, Starr will start the offense. Dish off to Wadling. A couple of handoff plays here for Maine. Now to Milan. She'll take Krimble. Spin move. fadeaway jumper, missed that on the left side, and Lauren Handy gets the board. Handy already has 7 points in this game, coming off a 10-point performance against Albany. Really picking it up here in America East play is the senior. Handy thought about a three, now dribbles it out, and the Catamounts swing it around to the near side. Sarah Wells driving, has to kick out, and she'll travel in the process.
Yeah, Wells tried to drive baseline, got cut off, and then moved her pivot foot, which led to the turnover. That is UVM's 6th turnover, while Maine does not have one at this point in the game.
Maine really takes care of the ball. Average just under 12 turnovers a game. Catamounts, on the other hand, average near 16. Sutton cutting, gets a little too ahead of herself on the baseline, so dribbles it out. Here's Starr into the paint, pulls up inside the paint, and it does not rattle home. Inside out, Courtney Wright sends it to Josie Larkins to start the offense for UVM. Chance to tie it here for the Catamounts, or at least get within one. Larkins for a long two, and she'll drain that. Larkins is stealing it tonight.
Yeah, nice job of Larkins coming off the screen from Wright to get her open for the three, or the long two, rather.
Just a hair outside inside the three-point line. Sutton guarded by Sarah Wells. Finds a cutting Milan, who's able to finish on the right side.
That duo's been deadly thus far, as Milan just got her 6th point of the game to go along with 12 from her counterpart.
Handy tries her hand again out of three. Will miss this one right. Milan tips it to herself. Dribbles it out here for Maine. Under 4 minutes to go as Crimble tips it to Courtney Wright, and a nice steal there for the Catamounts. Larkins gets it tipped by Milan, trying an entry pass to Crimble on the right side. It goes out on the sideline. So it will remain with the Catamounts as Candace Wright checks back into this game for UVM.
Nice anticipation there by Crimble, coming off her man to get in the passing lane to create Maine's first turnover of the game.
Caverly will also check in. Larkins and Courtney Wright will take a seat on the bench. Caverly guarded by McVicker. Senior against freshman. Handy again, left wing, sends it to Sarah Wells. Almost went out there on the sidelines. Wells has to keep her dribble. She's down on the floor, and Maine steals it. Nice job there by Carroll, able to push it out to Milan. And here's a three from Rossignol. That was way off. Sutton tries to save it from going out of bounds, but not in time, so it's going to be Catamounts ball.
Larkins coming back in for Wells. That was Wells' 2nd turnover in just about as many minutes. So looking for a little more stability out there on the basketball court.
Wells did not play in the last game for UVM. Got a couple of minutes in relief for the Catamounts today. Cats down 3, and another steal here for Maine. It's 2v1. Caverly's running back. Milan takes a shot with contact on the right side, misses it, gets her own rebound, tries her hand again, and misses it again. Crimble gets it on the left side. Now it's the Catamounts' turn. Larkins for 3. Got it. We're all tied up here at Patrick Gym. Larkins has 10 points.
Larkins been a different player once league play has begun.
Good to see again the only returning guard for Maine as she picks up a foul underneath, though. Tripped McVicker up, who was trying to cut baseline for the Black Bears.
So we're knotted up here at 25. Let's see if UVM can close out the quarter well.
2 minutes, 38 seconds. McVicker, corner three, misses that one, but the rebound by Carroll on the weak side. Restarts the shot clock here for Maine. Sutton, right elbow. Now to McVicker. It's almost straight away. Pull-up jumper for Milan on the right elbow. Misses that, but Carroll again chases down another rebound. And it's a third chance opportunity here for McVicker with a new shot clock. Sutton takes it to the hoop. Right-handed layup is off the glass and in. A nice take there by Sutton.
Those are the frustrating possessions. You get 2 stops but can't secure the rebound, and then on the 3rd attempt, they finally score.
It's a 2-point lead for Maine.